Tonight on Atrium News, police arrest a man on suspicion of murder after the body of a woman was found in her apartment in Cardiff.
Fans go home unhappy after Cardiff City Football Club lose their match 4-0 against Sunderland.
Students ask if they're paying too much for university.
Kylie Myers has been committed to rehab after drink driving.
The investigation into the royal phone hacking scandal continues.
And has your lecturer been stealing props from the university to make a television show, and how this affects the media students and the future of Atrium University? Good evening, I'm Rosalie Miller.
And I'm Callum Watson. Tonight's top story. 43-year-old Hank Sampson from Cardiff was arrested this morning over the murder of Susan Morris, a 38-year-old woman who was found beaten to death in her apartment. It is thought that she was killed because of an argument over drugs. Witnesses say they heard arguing about cocaine and money.
Mr. Sampson is also being questioned over the death of 3 other women who are linked to him. The women are believed to be prostitutes working for Mr. Sampson. However, the police are still continuing their inquiries.
Students around the atrium have been asking if they're paying too much for their course and if the first year is really necessary. Early this week, we met up with a few of them to discuss their feelings towards this issue.
I don't know.
Is the first year necessary?
No, I don't think the first year is necessary at all. None of my grades went towards my final grade at the end, so...
First year's kind of needed so you can kind of get into like a routine of it.
First year, I see it's a bit more of getting everyone's foundations set, getting everyone bringing up them to a standard.
I think it'll give people a chance to fit in, to finish and get used to the course.
First year, I think you learn a lot. I think it's annoying that it doesn't count.
University is like a necessity. Yes, because you have to start somewhere. You can't go to second year because you have to have a first year. It goes 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3. You can't go to 2, can you?
I think so because depending on whether you do sixth form or college or whatever, people learn different skill sets and it's a good way to sort of standardise everyone.
The first year definitely is worth it because you get to experience a lot of university life, you get settled in and you get to try out a lot of new things.
Although it is really annoying that it doesn't actually count to your final grade, so it also makes you not really want to do it.
Yeah, it'd be better if it was more difficult though, as opposed to just what we're doing right now.
It's not really. It's more like a catch-up year, I think, for people that aren't used to the course.
I personally pay £9,000 a year for my degree, and I think that's what we should be paying.
I think I am paying too much.
I think if we charged less for first year, there wouldn't be so many dropouts.
Yeah, I think it's paying too much. It's a lot of money and you don't really get that much from it.
A lot of it doesn't matter or isn't necessary. They don't supply us with things. We have to buy our own sketchbooks and stuff, and that it seems a bit unnecessary if we're paying like 8. Some people pay £9 a year, so it's like.
And like £9 is far too much to be paying for that. I'd rather just do 2 years or maybe just the 1.
We pay far too much money for the first year. I think we should pay maybe like £1 or something, considering it's not even part of our degree. So, yeah, that's what I think really.
Cardiff lost 4-0 in their away game last Sunday, which means they have the worst record in the division, and it doesn't look like they're going to survive much longer. Cardiff's Bluebirds have 2 more points to claim until they're safe, and the next match is against Newcastle before ending the season and taking on Chelsea. Sebastian Larsson headed a wicked cross straight at Cardiff keeper David Marshall. Sunderland defender Wes Brown fell into Fraser Campbell to stop him getting a shot away, although the forward made light of the situation and chased down the ball to take his chance. It looks like Cardiff's plans to make a few sneaky goals with their attack has failed, leaving them clinging on to remain in the division.
In other news, the popular 20-year-old singer Kylie Myers has been taken into rehab after a week of heavy drinking and partying that also resulted in her being caught driving under the influence of alcohol.
Reports of Kylie drinking too much and going off the rails have been coming in all week. We have even had reports of drugs being involved, but this has not yet been confirmed. The star was also taken into hospital to have her stomach pumped after she passed out in her apartment last Tuesday.
Former News of the Globe royal editor Harold Bardman was in court today over hacking Kate Middlespear's phone 180 times. Mr. Bardman first hacked the now Duchess of Oxford's voicemail in November 2005. He has also hacked Prince George 40 times and Prince Julius on 12 separate occasions. This is the first time the jury has heard of George's phone being hacked. Mr. Badman, who denies conspiring to commit misconduct in public office, previously said he only hacked the royal assistants. Mr. Badman is one of 7 defendants, including ex-News of the Globe editors Tony Newsguy and Rihanna Books, on trial at the Old Bailey. They all deny the charges against them.
Mr. Badman, 57, denied he'd forgotten about targeting young royals when he said in evidence earlier in the trial that he only hacked employees of the royals. The jury was also told that Mr. Badman hacked Miguel Forner, a trusted aide of Prince George, 40 times. Upon his return to the witness box, he was accused of being more heavily involved in the phone hacking than was previously heard. Mr. Badman and private detective Greg Mulvey were convicted in 2006 of intercepting voicemails of royal aides, but jurors were told their activities went much further. Under cross-examination by Mr. Newsguy's lawyer, Terry London, asked him why Mrs. Middlesphere had been targeted. Mr. Badman replied, "She was a figure of increasing importance surrounding the royal family, and there were discussions about her and Prince George marrying, moving in and settling down. She started to receive semi-royal status and things were moving on."
We go now to Lance Arnold, live from the court where Harold Badman is on trial.
Thank you, Callum. I'm just outside the court where today the trial for the royal phone hacking continues. I was told by one of my sources that the hacking of Miss Middlesphere, Prince Julius and Prince George's voicemails for the Royal News of the Globe were dismissed in court as mere flourishes. Former News of the Globe royal editor Harold Badman apparently was quoted saying Private Detective Greg Mulvey was just showing off when he hacked the young royals and future Duchess of Oxford in 2005 and 2006. He also denied lying to the Old Bailey trial about his involvement in their hacking, or that he specifically told the then editor Toby Newsguy about it. Newsguy is accused of approving Badman's Alexander project to pay Mulvey to hack 3 royal aides. Prosecutor Arnold Edith, Queen's Counsel, showed the court phone records highlighting Miss Middlesphere's phone was hacked from December 21st. Badman has admitted sending emails to Newsguy and others about police sources, but denies that he ever had officers paid or that he had such sources. He told Edith that if he had read L. Franklin's report on police and journalists, he would know that the police contact was the most misused phrase in the newspapers. Badman said it was acceptable to exaggerate sources and was the journalist's equivalent of the checks in the post. He said his claims to have had police sources was a sales technique to get a story in the paper. The witness denied that he had lied earlier on the subject, saying that he was confused by the Crown prosecution. The direct hacking of members of the royal family and Miss Middlesphere emerged in evidence in the Fresh trial. The jury was told to retire as it will continue Monday. That's all from me, Lance Arnold. Back to you, Callum.
Around the atrium, items from plants and televisions have been going missing. They are thought to have been taken by Media Productions course leader Ian Fitzel, as he intends to make a new television fashion show. We go now to Tom Arnold, who has the full story.
I'm standing here in an atrium where these crimes have been taking place. Ian Fitzel is known to most students as Media Productions' lovable course leader, but is there a dark side to that charming exterior? This witness says yes, there is. What did you see, sir?
Well, I saw Ian downstairs in the cafe. He asked the woman behind the counter if there was any fresh sandwiches, and while she went to take a look, he took a plant and ran off.
Shocking. What do you think this means for the future of Atrium?
Well, it means that there won't be any nice things in the building, really. No plants, for obvious reasons.
There you have it. Atrium will be bare within a week. Ian Fitzel is also suspected of being the Phantom of Atrium, a figure that has been stealing things from the university. He walks around Atrium in a white mask and a black cape. Authorities have done nothing about this so far, as they claim the university is just too spooky at night. I've been Tom Arnold, reporting live from Atrium.
An unknown source has informed us that Fitzel has been raising funds for his new television show called Fitz's Fashion Fix. The show consists of Fitzel taking students and restyling them to show off the height of Valley's fashion. The show is set to air on 4Music later this year. There are also talks of Fitzel doing a reality show. This is all part of his never-ending quest to be famous. Our sources also quoted Fitzel saying, "If Snooki can get famous, I definitely can." In case you're unfamiliar with Ian Fitzel, he can be described as small and very Welsh. Authorities ask anyone who sees him to contact them immediately and resist interacting with him at all costs, as he could be dangerous if confronted. We now have 2 students from the atrium live in the studio to join us with this matter further. Welcome, Zach and Liam.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for being here.
It's fine.
It's okay. So first things first, what's Fitz like as a lecturer?
One word would be awful. I think he's awful.
Well, I don't agree with that at all, because it's not true. He's not awful. He is the best lecturer in the university.
Really?
By far.
Why would you say he's the best?
Yeah.
Because everything he does, he puts his heart into it, his heart and soul. And I've always just thought he's passionate about his work. And the students.
No way. No.
Definitely.
No, because
100%.
whenever I have come to him for help with my essays and really difficult stuff, he's just sort of, go away. That's what he says.
Go. He's that blunt.
He said, go away.
He would not say
Well,
go away.
those were
That
his
is not words that he
Words
would
from
use.
his mouth.
Definitely.
Come from him.
He's never said that to me or anyone that I know other than you.
Well, he must like you.
I think it's probably more to do with the fact that you're jealous that maybe some of us have a better rapport with Fitz.
Right.
Would you say that there is favouritism in the class then with Fitz?
I wouldn't say there's favouritism. I would say that some students don't make as much of an effort to be friendly and...
Are you kidding me? I am the nicest person, seriously. And he's just a horrible person because he just...
You just accused him of being a horrible person 2 seconds after you said you're a really nice person.
Well, no, I'm a nice person, but
That is not-
he's not nice to me when I'm asking for help. It's just, it's ridiculous.
you just don't
I just
sound-
can't believe it.
Well, let's talk about the stealing that you're accusing him of. Do you think he's really behind this?
He's got to be.
Not at all.
No, he's got to be.
I think it's totally false accusations. It's slander.
No, it isn't.
It is. It's ridiculous. You can't say that he's stolen because he definitely wouldn't do that. That's not his nature.
No, I have seen him wandering around the atrium, really suspicious. And he's just. And the next day, loads of things have gone missing. There was a plant the other day, a really nice plant that I really liked, and it just went missing. I just can't. It was a nice plant. It was inexpensive.
You know they have.
But still, even if he did steal a plant, which he didn't, it's not that much of a problem.
Have you noticed any personal belongings gone missing or anything like that?
I had a pair of orange fingerless gloves that I am pretty sure that he stole.
To be fair, it's probably better that they were stolen, because who wears orange fingerless gloves? Are you mental?
Well, I quite like them. I thought.
Right, this isn't a topic.
No,
we're not talking about gloves.
Well,
we're talking about Fitz.
Yeah, okay, but I'm pretty sure that he stole those fingerless gloves because I put them on the table in one of his lecture rooms, and a couple of minutes later, I turned around.
So you've seen him wearing them, I assume?
I haven't personally seen him wear them, but I'm pretty sure. He was the only person in the room.
Was he or was he not?
Have you spoken to him about any of this? About any
Have you confronted him about any of these issues?
I don't want to confront him because he seems like a pretty scary guy.
I think you should confront him because I'm sure you'll get the answer, and the answer will be, no, I haven't seen your fingerless orange gloves,
sure
but
I'll get
I will help
punched in
you
the
to find
face.
them.
He's really
Would you say he's
confrontational.
threatening then? Very threatening.
Well, I think just the way he looks, he's
the way he looks. He's a handsome man.
He is. He is.
And you're saying he's odd looking. What's going on?
Well,
looks don't determine character at the end of the day.
I will defend him because I will defend him to the death.
Why though? Oh my word.
Because he's a great guy. He's the
He is not a
role
great
model
guy.
for this university.
He's not a role model.
100% role model.
Nope.
ladies and gentlemen, Fitz.
That proves nothing.
Evidence.
That proves
That
nothing.
was theft, I have to say.
That was blatant
That was
theft. Someone
gonna stop
blatant
him?
theft. We've got it on camera.
We've improved. Thank you very much. That's all we have time for in Team News.
I can't believe that.
We'll see you again soon. If you'd like to stay up, keep
Seriously.
updated, you can turn over to 24-hour Atrium on channel 123.
Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.